Hello, we're back here for family worship, and I have my friend Ruthie here. She's one of our second graders, and I'm just gonna say, it is a lot more fun to like be in a house with some of my friends and get to tell the Bible story with you. So if any of y'all on the other side of the screen would like to be in one of our family worship videos, you are invited. I just need to know that you want to do it. So please get your mom or dad to email kids@fbrichardson.org. Send that email, and then we'll figure out if you can be in the kids worship video with me. Okay? So our question for today is, and really, I know you, I wanted to ask you this because I know you're going to be honest about it. Has there ever been a time where you have kind of wondered, is God real? Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. Tell me about when you've had that feeling.
Sometimes when I'm reading a crazy Bible story.
Like which story? Like
when
like Jonah or something like that. Is that what you're thinking about? Yeah, like a crazy Bible story that's like, what? Okay, yeah.
I sometimes don't believe that's true, but I know it's true because the Bible is always true.
Right. Well, I love that honest answer. That is very true, that sometimes we think, is God real? Okay, now I want to hear, is there a time where you've thought, okay, God is definitely real? When was that? Tell me about that.
When I was at dinner with my mom and dad, and I made my decision that I had God in my heart, I knew He was real.
You just felt it inside. You knew it was real. That is awesome. Okay, so Ruthie was super honest about her answer. Now, it's y'all's turn to discuss. So, has there ever been a time where you have thought, is God real? Question mark, is He real? And then has there ever been a time where you've thought, I know, I'm totally confident that God is real? Okay, you're gonna have a minute. You might need more time, but you can always pause the video if you need more time. Okay, go for it. So today's Bible story is in 1 Kings 18. All right. So we pick up this story where there is a guy named Elijah, and Elijah follows God and believes in God. And there is a guy named Ahab, and Ahab doesn't really believe in God. And so Ahab is in charge of people, and he's kind of led the people in this way of like, we're going to worship this other god named Baal. B-A-A-L, Baal. I think that's how you pronounce it. Does that seem right to you? Baal?
No.
And so Ahab and the people that follow him are worshiping this made-up god named Baal. And Elijah knows this is not right, that my God is real. And so Elijah goes to Ahab and is like, hey, Ahab, I want to show you whose God is real. And here's what we're going to do. We are going to get 2 bulls, like an animal, and we are going to put one bull on one fire or a setup of a fire, and we're going to put another bull on another setup of a fire. And this is not a boring story, right?
No.
And and Ahab, y'all will pray to Baal, and Baal is gonna set your fire off, or I'm gonna pray to my God, and if my God is real, fire will come up. And Ahab's like, oh yeah, we can do this. My Baal is going to do this. So they set up their fires. Like, have you ever put a fire in your fireplace in here or outside? Yeah. So they set up their fire places, their firewood and all that. They put their bulls on top. And all of the people that worship and really believe that Baal is God, they start praying, okay, Baal, come set this on fire. Guess what happens? No fire. So then it says they do like crazy stuff like dancing around and doing all of these things to get Baal to set it on fire. And guess what? No fire. They wait and wait and wait and keep doing all these crazy things to get Baal to set the bull on fire and get this fire going. No fire. And Elijah is sitting there going, could have told you that, because I know Baal isn't actually God. My God is the real God. And so then Elijah goes, all right, guys, fill up 4 big jars of water and pour water on the fire. Why would you do that? Does wet wood light? No, it has to be dry wood, right? To light a fire, right? So they pour water on the wood, and Elijah's like, all right, God, would you light this on fire? Guess what happens? In a minute, God lights the thing on fire, and the bull is all on fire, and God did it. And do you know why God did that? To show all of those people that he really, really, really is God. That Baal is not God. That he really, really is God, and nothing is impossible with him. That God can light a fire full of wet wood. That's not, like, how can that even happen? But God can do that. And so Elijah showed all of those people who is the real God. And as I was thinking, okay, this is like an Old Testament story from thousands of years ago, right? I wonder if there are things that happen today. Okay, this is kind of like I wonder if there are things that happen today that God does to show us that he really, really is God. I wonder if he does anything like that. That all those years ago for Elijah, he set a fire on wet wood to show all the people, hey, I really, really am God. I wonder if there's anything that God does today to show us that he really, really is God. Can you think of anything off the top of your head? We didn't really discuss this before. Can you think of anything? Can't think of anything? I have one of my favorite stories. Do you want to hear it? About a time that happened just a couple years ago where God did something unbelievable to show me, hey, I'm God and I am real. Okay, do you want to hear it? Okay, so this was a few years ago, and I'll be able to show you a picture of it. This is a few years ago at kids camp. And this was a particular kids camp where it rained all week long. Like, it rained. I know, that's the perfect face for that. Like, what a downer. It rained all week long, every day. Rain, rain, rain. And I prayed, okay, God, would you just clear the skies for our kids to be able to do some things? Okay? And so that night at kids camp, if y'all have been to kids camp, we do something called theme nights, and everybody dresses up in fun costumes and stuff according to a certain theme. Well, that night, we had a theme night called After Dark on the Ark. So what do you think people dressed up as? After Dark on the Ark.
Animals?
Animals, yes. So all the kids showed up dressed up as animals because we were acting like we were on Noah's Ark, which we had planned that theme night way in advance, and God gave us all this rain for kids camp. We maybe shouldn't do that theme night again because, you know. So anyways, we do the theme night and After Dark on the Ark, and it had been raining all day, and I was like, okay, God, could you stop the rain so that we could have our fun theme night? So everybody goes in their cabins, puts on their animal costumes, dresses up like they're gonna get on Noah's Ark. Guess what happens?
The rain stops.
The rain stopped, and I looked up in the sky. Guess what was in the sky?
A rainbow?
A rainbow! Like what's on your dress? A rainbow. Yes. Now, can anyone do that?
No.
No. Who is the only way that could happen?
God.
God. Only God. And so I am telling you that these stories, you should read 1 Kings 18, wild story. A fire happens because only God can make a fire happen on wet wood like that. And those kinds of things happen still today so that we can know that God is real. Okay, I want you to know, hard question. Has there ever been a time where you have thought, God is real because this happened? You might need some time to think about that. Okay, discuss. Okay, guys, hope y'all had really, really good discussion. And if you haven't experienced something where you thought, oh, only God can do that, you know what? I'm going to pray right now that God will show you at some point who he really, really is. Because he is real and he can do anything. God, I ask right now that you would help us know that you are the one true, real God. And just like Ruthie said, when we read a story in the Bible that seems wild and crazy and it makes us think, really? Help us believe that you really are the one true God, and you do unbelievable things today, just like you did all those years ago for Elijah. In your name I pray, amen.
Who am I that the highest king would that welcomed me. I was lost, but he brought me in. Oh, his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Who the Son sets free, who is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Free at last, he has ransomed me, his grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, he died for me. Who the Son sets free, who is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am who you say I am. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am.
Hi everybody, it's really good to be with you, although I wish I was really with you and could see your faces, but we're praying that one day soon that is going to happen. I just wanted to give you a little update and tell you that we are, for Kids Sing, we have some things planned for the fall that your children can be involved in, but like everything else, it's just going to look a little bit different. So as those details are ready, they will be sent to you by email. You can like our Facebook page, which is FBCR Kids Sing, and just be ready and be on the lookout for exciting things to come. And I absolutely cannot wait to see you, to see your children, to be with everybody again and hear their sweet voices and see their faces. Thanks. Okay, well thanks Ruthie, let's go play.